Hey, what's up, y'all? It's 7:58 in the a.m. Listen, oh shit, it's cold out here today. I was trying to stand out here and talk to the people a little bit. Listen, what is it that, or why is it so hard for melanated beings to believe when Caucasians say, or European Americans say, that that Jesus is white, or they don't acknowledge him as, or it as being black? Can you hear yourself? Listen, can you hear yourself? They say Jesus is white. You say Jesus is black. They say Jesus is white. You say Jesus is black. Who's the author? Just imagine when you get up out of, when you release yourself on that game board, release yourself on that game board and shit, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. You see, you'll be, what can you do about, what can you do? Their Jesus protected them since they got over here and still protecting them right now. Hell, their Jesus bringing aliens and shit down here. Lizards, and all this other type of shit down here. You see? They're white Jesus, the Jesus they believe in. You see? They're white Jesus. Look. See this square? Don't worry about the outline. You see, don't worry. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't worry about the outline. You see? Watch this. Watch this. Hey, what y'all waiting for? Some magic tricks and shit? What y'all waiting on? You see? I'm just asking, what y'all waiting on, magic tricks? You see? Look. This is white. And inside of this black, you see, is you. This is what here y'all are. Y'all stuck right there. Y'all stuck right there. You see, and you got a circumference around you, but that ain't, that's like egg shape and shit. But but that's what that is. That's what that is. You see, that's what that is. And they sitting back like, damn, our shit work. God damn, man, we can get their children, man. Oh my God, I want to cry. It's just so damn beautiful. You see, that's how they be talking. Like, man, we did it. Our God is powerful. You see, the Illuminates, the illuminated ones. You see, the illuminated ones. You see, y'all get upset. Y'all see a crucifix. You see a crucifix, and then when they turn it upside down, y'all say, oh, that's Satan worshiping, and then you get all crazy and weird, like, you see, because it's like, it's an idol. It has nothing to do with hanging on the tree. You see, has nothing to do with hanging on the tree. They turned it upside down so it'll look like a sword. Hey, even if you turn your body upside down and stretch your hands out, you see, the thing that's going to be sticking up is the soles of your feet. You see, the soles of your feet. You're not touching the ground. You touching the ether. I just don't get the mentality of these things. You see, I just don't understand, like, how could be people get so worked? Well, listen, the reason why everybody is getting so worked up talking about Jesus is white, Jesus is black, and then you have some over there that say it don't matter what race it is or he is. And I'm sitting up here like, yes, it does. It do matter. It does matter. It matters. You see, because they told you it matters. You think just white being right here and this black being right here aren't the same motherfucking people? They the same beings. You see, they the same beings. One is just opposite of the other. Only thing they got to do is fuck or be intimate with each other. You see, and racism is gone. That's all they have to do because their children won't allow it. You see, I mean, it's you saying it. You saying it. They created it. Jesus created it. Look, here's white, here's black. White is W. Look. Where's my darn thing at? I just had it. Hold on. I mean, it's a true. I know y'all be like, this nigga be yelling all the damn time. Look, here's the B. That's a B, right? That's you. That's you way over here. You see, and here's white. You see, that's white. You see, wait a minute, hold on. I got to make it look right, like it's supposed to be. You see, this is white. You see, Now look. One says lack and one says height. All you have to do, and remember, this right here, this L, the L right there, look, that hell, this L right here, you see, that L, that 12 has already let you know, you see, that it's burning in your soul. You see, it's burning in your soul. This 23, you see, that Chromalot is saying, feed me the heights. You see, feed me the heights. You see, that's one is illuminated and one is lacking illumination. You see, the lacker can't get over the height of this right here. This lacking will have to go through this first, or you'll have to war with this first. But before you go to war with this, you got to war with who they call Jesus. You see, who they call Jesus or who they call Set. You see, they who they call Set. You see, listen. Who they call Set. You see, what if you take this Set right here and do that? What would be left? You see, they killed their master. They killed their Jesus. You see, they didn't acknowledge their Jesus. Their Jesus was trying to tell us, trying to help people. You see, their Jesus was. Listen. So, their Jesus is white. Their Jesus is white. You see? How can you say Jesus wasn't white and they using a Latin language to describe it? You know what I'm saying? They're using the Latin language. They ain't using no Semitic language. They ain't using no Semitic language. They using a Latin language. You see, and you're going to tell them that their Latin ancestors is wrong? You're going to tell them that their Latin ancestors is wrong? They said Jesus. Those who wrote the word Jesus down, those, from from the Greek, you see, to the Latin. Jesus. But listen, however you may look at it, what your ancestors did is put codes in their structure, and you refuse to learn these codes. But they got you with it. You see, they developed their Central Intelligence Agency off these codes, off these structures. They developed their FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigations, off these codes that you learned in elementary school. And then by the time you got, in junior high school or middle school, they took off the letters. They took off the numerals and left the letters. You see, listen, I'm trying to put something in you. I'm trying to tell you something. You see, y'all not paying attention. Y'all not paying attention. You have a being right here. I forgot what they call him. But you got a being. You got a being right here. I was watching one of his videos, and he said he's Christ. He said he's Christ. You see, but he don't have no record of himself. He don't have no record of himself from his mother. I don't know what type of things that these beings do. You can't come into this world. You see, this 3D world right here. You can't come into this world, you see, without a blueprint. You cannot come into this world and say that you are something high because something told you when Satan told you that shit. Hasatan told you whatever you thinking you're talking about. Hasatan talked to you. You see, ain't no way you sitting up here trying to prove people or trying to tell people what the Bible say. Tell people what the Bible say word from word. You see, you ain't interpreting the book of the soul, the book of souls. You're interpreting the book of what they wrote. And you're using their language. You see, you can't use their language and interpret the book, dum-dum. You can't use their language. You got to go into mathematics. You see, you got to go into mathematics. You see, you got to shorten every word, constrict every word to see what they saying. Because when you do this, what happened is, whatever that page is, whatever that chapter is, the being, the face, it'll show you some artwork. Silly ass nigga. It'll show you artwork. All these words are the same. You see, we have powerful ancestors. They knew what they were doing when they trained these Europeans. They knew what they were doing. You see, how can you talk about you anointed? Anointed in what? What are you anointed in? Are you anointed what? In the book? You anointed in the Bible? You can't even touch the souls of our Israelite brothers that's out here in the street. They'll rip you apart. They will massacre you. And all those who you follow, they'll massacre you. Listen. You know, it just burns me up sometimes when you hearing all these so-called what the people say in the Bible, what they say, false prophets. You see, now I see why false prophets were rotten to the core. You see, I have to figure out I still don't understand the word spelling in it. You know, how they spelling the word prophet. You see, and then you have another word. They have FIT in the back. You see, pro-fit. You know, a professional fit. You see, I'm just trying to figure it out. You know, what is the word het or HET? That's the word you got to find out. What is that word? What is HET? You see, what is prop? H-E-T. Listen. I don't know the young man. I don't know anything about him. But you keep doing something. You keep putting yourself in these positions. You see, you keep putting yourself in these positions. And you have entities out here that's listening to you that's covering the real body. You see, and what's going to happen is these beings going to visit you. And you're not understanding what I'm saying. It happens all the time. Why don't you look at your Facebook feeds? Look at the news and shit, whatever. It always happen. These entities that's covering this one being, they're sealed up. You see, they hunt for you fake people that's claiming these bodies. You see, that's claiming these bodies. You do not have a record. I'm talking about the young man who said he was Christ. You see, he's using the same words that the other young man did. You see, the other young man said he was Christ too. Listen. If you are, listen, a man don't have to prove that he's a man. A man don't have to say, I am a man. Christ don't have to say he's Christ. You see, Christ don't have to say he Christ. You see, the young man was saying something about he got some type of petition or something. He went to the Pope. The Pope don't know you. These beings don't know you. You know nothing about that. You know nothing. You think Satan gonna let you into his domain? You think Satan gonna let you into his domain? And his enemy was born in 1967? Shut the fuck up, man. Get out of all this bullshit. You see? Look. I'm just trying to tell you something. Y'all better leave these beings. Y'all better stop. Listen. Matter of fact, if you feel that this being is what he say he is, go forward. This is what you do. Go forward. Don't leave him. Stay close to him. Help him to develop his thing. He needs to see something. You see, he needs to see something. Help him to develop. Help this being who said he's Christ. You see, who said he's Christ. You see, I don't think he talked G's or, Amharic. I don't think he talked these languages. I think he just talks English. You see. Listen, whomever is amongst this man's soul or who's amongst this man's spirit, you stay close to him. You lift him up. You do everything he told you to do. You see, do everything he told you to do. You see, don't you let up. Don't let up. Do everything this young man told you to do. Him who said he's Christ. Do everything he told you to do. Because if he's real, he gonna meet the big body. You see, he's gonna meet the big body. You see, before he meet the big body, you see, he gonna have these females come to him, these nurses come to him first. You see, these nurses gonna come to him first. You see, before he meet the big body. You see, I'm just trying to talk to you. I'm just trying to let you know something. You see, and if you can dwell or if you can endure the city of Magdalene, if you can endure that city, you see, that will be put in your soul by these nurses. If you can endure that, then you'll get a chance to see this big body out here. You see, this big body don't call himself what using these words. He don't call himself that. You say, if anything, open up the word and look at the numbers, and then you'll see the big body. I keep telling you motherfuckers that shit.